بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، وصلي وسلم على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد. Provision for the hereafter. Mukhtasar al-Ma'ad by Imam Ibn al-Qayyim al-Jawziyya, summarized by Imam Muhammad ibn Abdul Wahhab al-Tamimi. Regarding his ﷺ guidance in Friday prayers and a reference to its special characteristics. It was part of the guidance of the Prophet ﷺ to glorify this day and to honor it and to mark it in certain ways, including that he will recite in the Fajr prayer on that day Surah As-Sajdah and Surah Al-Dahr, for in them is mention of what has been noticed to come on that day. Also among them is the recommendation to send many prayers upon the Prophet ﷺ during the day and during the night, because every good thing which his community have received in the life of this world and in the hereafter come to them through his sons, and the greatest favor bestowed on them was the day of Al-Jum'ah. For on that day they will be sent to their abodes in paradise, and it will be a day of abundance, where when they will enter it, and they will be near their Lord on the day of abundance. And how much of this abundance they will receive is in accordance with their closeness to the Imam on Friday, and how early they come to prayer. And among them is bathing on the day of Al-Jum'ah, which is something strongly confirmed, and those obligation is greater than that of obligation due to touching the penis, nosebleed, vomiting, and the obligation to send prayers on the Prophet ﷺ in the final tashahud. And among them is the wearing of perfume and brushing the teeth with the miswak, and there is a superiority in using them on this day as compared to other days. Also among them is the takbir, saying saying Allahu Akbar, occupying oneself with remembrance of Allah Most High, and pray until the Imam comes out. And among them is listening to the sermon, which is an obligation, and the recitation of Surah Al-Jum'ah and Surah Al-Munafiqun. Or Surah Al-Ala and Surah Al-Ghashiyah. And among them is the wearing of one's best garment, and the fact that every step which the walker takes towards it is a sunnah, and the reward of it is that of one who fasted on it and stood in prayer on the night of it. Also it wipes out sins, and on Friday there is an hour when one's supplications are answered. When the Prophet ﷺ delivered the sermon, his eyes will become red, and he will raise his voice, and his anger will be intense, so much so that it was as if he was warning an army, and he will say, Sabahakum wa masakum. And he used to say in his sermon, Amma about to proceed, he will make the sermon short, and he will make the prayer long, and during the sermon he will teach his companions the rules of Islam and its laws, and he will command them and prohibit them, as he commanded the man who entered when he was delivering the sermon to pray two rakahs. And if he observed that one of them was in great need, he will order them to give charity and encourage them to do so. And he will point with his forefinger whenever he mentioned Allah, and when he supplicated him. And he will ask for rain during his sermon. When there was a lack of rain, he will come out once they were gathered, and when he entered the mosque, he will greet them with the salutation of peace. When he ascended the pulpit, he will face them and greet them with salutation of peace. Then he will sit, and Bilal radiallahu anhu will call the adhan. When it was over, he will stand and deliver the sermon, leaning on a bow or a stick. His pulpit had 3 steps, and before he took it, he used to deliver the sermon towards a tree trunk. The pulpit was not placed in the middle of the mosque, but in the western corner of it, leaving between him and the wall a distance sufficient for a ship to pass. When he sat on it on a day other than Friday, or he delivered the sermon while standing on Friday, his companions will turn their face towards him, and he will stand and deliver the sermon. Then he will sit for a few moments. Then he will stand and deliver the second sermon, and once he had completed it, Bilal radiallahu anhu will call the Iqama. He ordered them to draw near and be silent, and he informed us that if a man says to his companion, "Be silent," he has committed lagu, and whoever does so, he has rendered his Friday invalid. When he had offered the Friday prayers, he would enter his house and perform 2 rakahs as the sunnah of it, and he ordered one who had prayed to perform 4 rakahs after it. Our Shaykh, that is Ibn Taymiyyah, said if he prayed in the mosque, he will perform 4 rakahs, and if he prayed it in his house, he will perform 2 rakahs.